So first of all, I just want to give a disclaimer before this video starts up. This video is not about Philippines or its culture or its people. I can say that I love Filipino culture. I love Filipino people. They are really awesome people. But in every country, if you even if you go to America, you go to European country, you go to India or any part of the world, there are some certain scams, certain people which are bad, and it doesn't reflect the whole country. Okay, so I just wanted to give a disclaimer that this video is not about defaming. Philippines or its culture or its people. Is just one person whom I encounter, and it is only about that experience. It's just not one person actually. It's an experience on the dating app, and this app is actually. I won't even take the name of the app, but I think it's the people who are using the app. So there is nothing to do with the owner of the app or the who is running the app, because the same people can be available on the different apps. Like if there are three types of applications, so there will be one scammer. He may have account on three or all three of them. So the main culprit is that person, not the apps, right? So again, I have said that the Filipino people are good. Philippines is a very beautiful country. So I will just want to make this video so that it's an awareness thing, and I would just want to make sure that people do not fall for the trap. Okay, so I was actually scrolling some of the YouTube videos on internet, and I found that dating in Philippines is quite different compared to the other parts of the world. For example, where people have so much of attitude, so much of egos, and some kind of arrogance. However, the Filipino people are so friendly, and also the Filipina girls, they are very friendly in nature, and they are very easy to approach, and they are easygoing, and so it's become a little bit easier to date them. And so I decided to give it a try, and let's try a Filipino dating app, because currently I was not in the Philippines. I was out of the country. I was in the in my home country, India. So I wanted to give it a try, and I made an account on a dating app. Okay, so it was a free account initially, but then you can't message, or you can't actually show interest if you're a free member. So I took some membership. So I was a little bit surprised to that. Whatever I had been listening on the Instagram, YouTube, and everything, it turned out to be true. Because if I have an account on the dating app in India, so let's say if I scroll around 1000 subscribers, like 1000 girls profile, so I will be sending a request to 1000, and there will be hardly 50 girls who would actually see my request, and out of that only one or two will turn up, like having a coffee date or just a conversation like hi, hello, and everything. That's it. So I will almost get no response. So because girls are already getting thousands and lakhs of messages and requests on their account, and because of that they have no such kind of an urgency to talk to a person. So because people are already talking to them, right? But in Filipino culture, it's kind of something equal thing. I mean, the boys will also be getting good amount of response, and the girls will also be getting a good amount of response. So same happened with me when I made an account, and I got around 60 to 70 people, 60 to 70 requests from girls. And I had sent some requests, but out of those, it made around 90 accounts where 20 to 30 people I requested, and around 70 requests I got from the girls. Okay, so there were few people whom I talked, and one or two girls were actually very serious. So what I went through is I I was filtering the accounts, because there were so many girls who just wanted fun, who just wanted to have a cafe coffee day kind of a date. Like you can go to the coffee shop or a cafe or a bar, and then have some beer, have some party, and then go to the hotel room and have some fun, and then just chill out, and then everything is gone. But I was not interested in that. I was looking for something long term and emotional connection. So what I was doing is I was filtering out every connection that I had made on those apps. So what happened was there was one girl that I found, and she mentioned that she is not into games. She is looking for a long term thing. So I quite interested, got interested. She herself shared her WhatsApp number. She said she wants to delete this app since she have got me, and she doesn't want to stay here because the people are shit over here. They only want, you understand, they only want fun, and they are only asking for nude photos, and that's the reason doesn't want to continue on this app. So I was kind of sure that yeah, she is right in her own ways because people are like that only. So we started talking on the WhatsApp app. So she had mentioned on her profile that she works in airport. So I was a kind of also kind of thing. I was not sure if she really works there or if she's lying, because how can you trust a person without knowing, without getting to know each other first, right? So what happened, she started making video calls, and when she was at work, she was at the airport in her fully dress, where I could see her iCard where it was written as a screening officer and OTS kind of thing. So I was sure that she works at airport, and she mentioned that she is working at the airport for the last 8 years. And she was sharing some of her emotional stories, like she hasn't celebrated her Christmas, New Year, because on those days there are so many tourists coming up in Philippines and so many passengers, and because of that the airport is not able to give her an holiday. So on those days she is mostly at the airport and so not able to celebrate anything. And it got me hooked up, and I said, don't worry, when I will be in Philippines, we will celebrate together at the airport. You will have some breaks, and at those break I will be there with you, and we'll make sure that you celebrate at least with me, not if your family is away in the province. So the conversation was going on, and so I will share all the flow of the conversation, but I will not share the person's name or any other details, because I do not want to defame the person, because the purpose is not to get hold of that person. The purpose is just to make sure that you are aware how things are happening. So when we started talking each other, it was a normal chat. There was nothing like very sweet things which we were saying. We were just normally talking, like where are you, what you do, and what's your favorite food, what's your favorite holiday destination, like that. So she was sharing that she has visited multiple countries like Thailand, Vietnam, and Malaysia, Indonesia, and next she is visiting Vietnam in September. So I was kind of thinking, she is independent and she works at airport. I have seen her videos. I mean, on the video call, I have seen her that she is working there. So see, she doesn't sound to be an kind of a scammer or something. I can trust her. So it was the first day conversation when I had seen everything. Like it was proved that she, whatever she had told me, she was correct. The name was absolutely correct, because on her iCard I could see the name was correct. Okay, so everything was verified. And then the next day, we started talking mostly on the video calls rather than text. And she said, she's working, and absolutely it's very difficult for staying on the phone all the time. So whenever she got time, like a break or something, or when her shift timing is over, she is at her room. So she makes a call to me, and we are actually talking for some time. So we were not over chatting on the text, and it was purely on the basis of video calls. Okay, we were sharing few of the details, like what are our favorite things, and then suddenly she asked about, when are you coming, I want you to be here very soon. Then she started some sugary conversations, like I can't wait to see you, you are so handsome. And, I was feeling good about that. So something was happening very fast, because we didn't know each other so much, and it was already just 24 hours we knew. So she on the video call she said I love you, and I was really shocked about it. And you know what, I had seen a lot of videos on internet, on YouTube already, where they had advised that if this thing is happening too fast, then you better be aware, better be cautious, because it could be a scam, because no one can like you in within 24 hours, right? Like saying those magical word I love you is kind of it's a thing people hold off before, and they hold off until they are not sure 100%. So she was so 100% sure that she said to me that I love you. And in the moment of kind of, you can say, I was in the moment, and I also reverted back like I will love you too. So, but I was on two thought process at that moment. I was thinking it's going too fast, first of all. Okay, so it could be a Filipino culture that they cannot hold off, because I had heard I have seen so many I mean expect videos also where American and Filipina couple are there. They were sharing that Filipinas are very quick in expressing their feelings, and they don't hold off for a long. Okay, so I was thinking, so it may be a because of the culture that they just want to lock the deal, so that so that the person is not looking for any other woman at all. Okay, so second thing, I was getting in point that she mentioned also that she is very fat, and I could see that in her picture and video call also. She was really really very fat, and she said, I can't get any person or a date because of my physique, because people would want a very beautiful and pleasant looking girlfriend, but I am not a pleasant one. So I was thinking, one thought was coming up that she might be very insecure because of her looks, and that's why she wanted to lock the deal, and she proposed to me right away. And then I was aware that things are getting fast, so it can be scam. But at the other end, my mind was also telling some other logics to believe everything that it was real. So then what happened was, she asked me, when are you coming? And so I told it may take like 1 month or 1 or 2 months to come to Philippines, because I will need to plan everything. And then she said, we can rent a condo over there, and what you can do, don't worry about the condo. I will just let me know your arrival date, and I will book the condo for you. I will pay for the first month rent. So here I was a little bit worried, because why she wants to pay for me? Then she said, you are my man, and there is nothing, like you don't have to worry about it. It's money is nothing for me. It's 1 month, it's just a 1 month rent. I trust you from the bottom of my heart. I know you are a different person, you are different from the all other foreigners who were asking for nude pics. So I can trust you, so I can make the payment for you, so don't worry about it. So uh, I messaged her that I do not want to put extra burden on you before I arrive there. So what I would do is I will book a hotel, and after coming there, I mean, I will stay 1 or 2 days in the hotel, and then we will check some of the nearby condos, and whichever will be fit for me, I will rent that. So what she said is, you are coming here for the first time, because she had already asked me if you are coming for the first time, or have you visited earlier as well. So my mistake, I told her that it's my first time, and I was being honest about it. So she said, you don't know about here anything, so what I will do is I will help you in selecting a good condo, which is good in water supply, electricity, and Wi-Fi, and everything will be there, so you won't have any problems. And also, I have a Indian friend, who actually works at immigration department. I mean, he has some connection in the immigration department, so you will also know, not need to go there for renewing your visa and everything. You can just pay him, and he will go there, and he will renew everything. So I was like, oh wow, it's a benefit of dating a girl who is a screening or immigration officer at the airport. and she has all the connections, so I will be like all set. I was too excited about everything. And then what happened the other day, she mentioned that, why don't you just let me know your final date so that I can book a hotel for you. So I again said, don't worry about the hotel, I will book it for myself. So here was the context to it. I will let you know. See, if I had asked her, if I had let her book the condo for me, so it might be that she will not do anything, but she would say later that she had spent some amount, and she will use those texts as proof against me that she had taken a permission from me to book the condo or hotel for me, and it costed her like this much amount, because she might have booked some five-star hotel which cost around 5,000 to 2,000 pesos per day. So it could be like for 2 3 days, it could be like 20 to 30,000 pesos. So it could be a very harsh reality for me. So I was really got, I was getting some vibes of cautions. But also I was thinking that, yeah, she is very again, my mind actually, your brain actually is something that makes you confused, and it may actually put you in some trouble actually, because it's your heart and brain both are fighting hard. Your heart says everything is fine, your brain says no, there is something fishy. So there was something going on that, it may be that she's first time getting this much of attention, because no one was actually talking to her or giving her attention because of her bad appearance. And I was the first person to actually talk to her because she was very nice in talking. So I was like, if she is so nice to me, if she is so emotionally connected to me, so appearance may get better by times, like she can join a gym or something like that, she can reduce the fat for sure. There are things that can be fixed later. But if someone's attitude or someone's character is bad, then that can't be fixed, right? So I was thinking those things in my mind. And then what happened, one final day, she called me. I mean, there were only 2 days of the conversation. Like, first day it was happening, like all the condo and everything, what happened, and I stopped her for paying anything. So I got saved here. And then the next day, what she does is, she I mean, her office started at 2 o'clock, right? And in the evening, she slept around 8 p.m. night, and she woke up at 1 o'clock. Come on, man, it's not possible. Someone can't like sleep for like more than it was 16 hours. So she was sleeping for 16 hours. It was sounding like too I mean, kind of fishy to me again. And then at 2 o'clock, she made a video call, and I could see that she was at the airport. She was rushing to her desk where she used to stand or attend the passengers. And then she told me that she will, I mean, talk to me in the evening. So in the break time, she sent some of the updates, like I'm having breakfast. She shared some of the pictures of the food and everything. So it was kind of going on normal as per the Filipino dating culture, what happened. So I was also in the meantime updating that whenever I was having lunch or I was having any breakfast, I was sharing all the details and updates from time to time. So in the evening, when she was at her home room actually, she said, I want to be on the video call, are you free? So I said, yes, I'm free, so you can call me. And then she called me up. And when she called me, she shared that she is very upset. I told what happened. So she said, my father is sick, and he has an ear operation, and her ear was hurting too much, and now there is an urgent requirement of an operation. Now I got it, because I had heard so many stories on YouTube that there will be some relative or someone who will need some medical attention immediately. And prior to that, one more thing was happening. She was discussing that, in the afternoon, that money is nothing, like in the relationship we can give, we can sometimes help each other, there is nothing like that. So I was just nodding my head, and the same day it happened, in the evening, that she needed some money. So she told me that we need at least 1,50,000 pesos for the operations, but I have the lifetime of 8 years of savings in my account, and it is only 1,30,000 pesos, and I'm short of 20,000. I really don't know how will I managed to that. She shared some picture also. She said he's my father, and there was a man lying on the bed, like old man. See, I don't know if he was his father or not, if he was her father or not. But it might be that it's a past photo or a present photo itself. I am not sure of this, so I don't have any proof, so I cannot say anything. But she said, she's short of 20,000. So I immediately asked her, you must be having some health insurance from your job? Because I had heard some fill insurance kind of thing on the internet, that the people have this kind of insurances from their work. Even I have, when I was working in a job, I was also having the family health insurance. So what she told, that she has a insurance, health insurance, but it is only for her, not for the family, and that's the reason the operation will not be covered. So I told her that what you can do is, you can ask the hospital to help you with a promissory note or something like that, like a part payment or some installment payments. And I mean, quickly checked some of the internet, like ChatGPT and everything. So they actually say, the information that came out, that the private hospitals help with promissory note and everything, but she was lying. She said, the private hospital doesn't help with the promissory note. Well, the public hospitals are almost like free, given by the government, and you were saying that the private hospitals are not taking promissory note. I cannot believe that. So now I was like almost 100% sure that it is going to be a scammer. But in this process, she hasn't asked me to pay anything. So I had again heard so many stories where they told that you will never be asked to make the payment. You will be trying to act hero by making the payment, so that whenever the things come up, you will be held responsible for that, because you are paying by yourself, you are not being asked for the payment. So she was not asking for any payment, I was just giving her options. So I gave her an option that she can talk to her like cousins, like sister, brothers, or any friends, any colleague whom you are working. Like, she can take 4,000, 5,000, 5,000 for someone, like 3 to 4 people, and their 20,000 will not be a big issue for her. So she does, the pay scales are very less over here. People have almost neck to neck balance in their account. They are not able. I have already asked so many people, and and don't worry about it. Okay, I'm not asking any money from you, and I don't want to bother you. It's my problem. I will take care of it my own, and so don't worry. So I was like kind of worried, or I was kind of cautious also. But when she said she doesn't want me to pay upfront, then I was like, it's okay. Then if she doesn't want me to make any payment, then I should not be worried about it, right? Then suddenly, after like 10 to 15 minutes, she came up and she messaged me, you know what? Uh, I have tried every possible option. Now 20,000 is not getting arranged, and the doctor has said the operation needs to be done within like 3 to 4 hours. And for that, they need to start the preparation, and the preparations will be started only once the payment is made. And it's the question of the life and death. Like, I may lose my father, he may die, and I really don't know how to do. She was acting, and in the main point, do you see this T-shirt? There is a smiley on here, and she started laughing. Said, "Oh, what kind of T-shirt is this? It's a smiley. It's making me laugh. If your father is on the deathbed, all if your father is just about to die and he has so much of problem, how can you laugh like that? How can you make fun of this character on my t-shirt? So it was the same t-shirt that I was wearing at that time, and she was like making fun of this. And then I clicked it. No, it's she is completely lying, and she is a scammer. I am not supposed to believe her. And then what happened? Suddenly, then she waited for like again 5 to 10 minutes, and then she came up with a response that, you know what, I am so happy that my sister is has sent me 10,000 pesos, and one of my friend has sent me 5,000 pesos. So like I have arranged 15,000. It's just 5,000 pesos that I need to arrange, and if you can definitely, I mean, at this point of time also she didn't ask me anything like any money. So I said, oh, I messaged her like, it's just 5,000 pesos, and it will be very easy, even the hospital will understand. Just pay them 145,000 and ask them to start the preparations and start the operations. 5,000 is not a big deal. You will be able to arrange it within like 48 hours or something, because you are working in airport, like you are working for 8 hours. Your company can help, your boss can help, your manager can help, your colleague can help. There are so many people. Even 1,000, 1,000 each will they will be giving, then it will be arranged. She said, you know what, I'm telling you the reality. No one will ever give me that 5,000, and for those 5,000 I will lose my father. And then what she did was, she now messaged me for the help. Now she says, you know what, uh, you can pay any amount, it will work. Even if it's 500 pesos, if it is 1,000 pesos, 2,000, any amount, it will be so grateful, that's so helpful for me. And then I was like hooked. Oh man, I was talking to her for 2 days. I was so happy. I was getting butterfly in my stomach, like killing things in the Philippines. For those 2 days, she had been so understanding. No tempo thing, nothing, no drama. So understanding. I mean, if I am not replying or if I am replying late, I mean, she had no issues at all. She was like, she was very happy with me, and I was so happy that finally I have met someone in Philippines, because I had another some of the like experiences in before also, because I had seen that there was so much of drama and everything in the Philippines. So so I was like sure that she is the one who is matured enough, because it might be the reason. I was thinking that she works at airport, she meets passengers from all across the globe every day. So we obviously she may have got matured enough to understand things, so she is not behaving childish anymore. And also she was 30-year old, so still she is younger to me, but 30 years old is kind. I was thinking she's a complete matured woman. And thing that struck me hard is that, a person really working at airport as an immigration officer, and that person is a scammer. Come on, man, I can't believe it. And then I also saw some of the videos on internet and on YouTube, especially one of the American has shared his experience. He was there in the immigration office to renew his visa, and the immigration officer fall in love with him, and he shared his experience that when within like weeks or 2 weeks of their relationship, the woman started to ask for money, and when he refused, then the problem that he faced was, whenever he used to go for the renewal of the visa, he used to get so many rejections, or so many, I mean, the process used to be very difficult for him. And she had told every officer in her office that this person has dissed me, he had cheated me, I was in the relationship with him, and he cheated me. So he suggested that never and never, I mean, date a woman who works in immigration or at the airport or in the police department or anywhere, because they have some kind of a power, and they can do a lot of damage if they want to. If they just file a fake report, you will be like fucked. So you have to be better, be careful very much. So again, So this was the story. So I had all the information already. So what I did was I blocked that lady, and I, before blocking, I sent a message that, I'm not looking for such a connection where within 48 hours you are turning into a person who needs money from me, from a person whom you didn't know about about 2 days back. And now you are, I mean, in a problem where you need money. And I do not want to continue such a relationship, and that's the reason. But I, because I am not sure if she's lying or not. So I also wished that her father is getting recovered very soon. So I will pray for the God that her father is good. And then I said goodbye and then blocked her. But yes, I waited for her reply also, and she said, like, I understand, it's okay if you think that way, and I'm very happy that you were in a very, you were with me for a very short time also, but it was enjoyable for me, it was memorable for me. So she was being very nice to me and so that I may change my mind, and she may have another chance of scamming me when I'm there in the Philippines. So but I blocked her. And so that's the story that I have shared, and that's a true story. And I have her photographs and everything. I have all the chats on my WhatsApp. I have not deleted it, which may act as a proof. If anyone feels that I'm lying, I can definitely share those things. But I can share only to the authorized people, like in Philippines, but not with public domain. Okay, so this was my experience that I have shared with you. I think that's it for the day. Have a great day.